YouTube, it's William with WC Knives. I hope you guys like my intro now. I think this is the second video that I'm going to put that on. But anyway, comment on it. Let me know if you like it or not. But on to the subject. I want to talk about tarps. You got your standard seal line, you got your canvas tarps, and now you've got this oilcloth that's becoming the rage, and I can understand why. So let's kind of do a quick comparison, and I'll just show you what I think about each one, and maybe it'll help your decision on what you want to buy. So let me reposition the camera and we'll get started. Okay, on my little makeshift table here, I've got a canvas tarp, and I don't know what the thickness of this is. I don't know what gauge it is or what it is, but it is a very nice tarp. I've got a seal line. It's the Tera Nova, the 8x10 that is sold on a Pathfinder store. Very nice seal line tarp. And of course I've got the Tent Smith's oilcloth tarp. So let's get started. Now do a comparison on weight. These things weigh nothing. They're like a pound, okay? This is a 9x9 oilcloth tarp, and it weighs a little over 5 pounds, but let's just say 5.5 pounds. My scales don't go that precise, but it's a little over 5 pounds. And this one is a 8x10 canvas tarp, and it weighs 8 to 9 pounds, okay? So if you do a comparison on size next, then the oilcloth tarp packs down to about 1/3 of the size. It's 11 inches long, and this one's 17 inches long. So it's a little over half of the size, and about half again on the thickness. I don't know if you can tell the thickness, but a half the thickness. And this again is a 9x9, and this is an 8x10. So square footage wise, you have an extra foot in the 9x9. Okay. Now of course the Tera Nova, the seal line tarp, is about half the thickness, same length, but it's round, so goes in a pack very nicely. Now let's talk about durability. Now this canvas tarp is treated with UV protection. It has everything that you can imagine as far as a tarp should have. The only issue I have is the grommets. It has grommets on it. Okay, I don't know if you can see those or not, but those eventually will rip out. If you get a strong wind, they will rip out. Now on the Tera Nova, or the Tent Smith's tarp, these tie outs, and they're about every 2 feet. I don't want to completely undo it, but they're double stitched. They're double stitched. Great craftsmanship, great guarantee, great warranty. Just a fantastic product. Now I've had the luxury of using this Tent Smith's on the recent trip, a 2-night hammock cane. I've used this one quite a bit. I used it all last year in hunting season. I've used this one a few times. Now these two, you could set them up pretty close to a fire and the sparks won't affect these two. This one, if a spark hits it, it's going to have a hole. So you can't set this one up too close to a flame. Also during a high wind, this one, it does okay. You got to stretch it pretty tight. These handles the winds a little bit better. This one handles the wind great. Okay. So there's a comparison. This one I think I paid $30 for it, if I recall right, on eBay. I think I paid about $30 for it. This one came with a kit. You can find those on Dave's website, the Pathfinder Store LLC. I don't know how much they are. I think I paid like $60 for the entire kit. And of course this one cost about $200. Now, in my opinion, if you're going to use these things several times a year, if you're going to camp out in all kinds of weather, summer, winter, and fall, and winter, then you need something that's going to be for all seasons. To me, this Tent Smith is. This canvas is. It's for all seasons. This summer, latter part of fall, early part of our spring, or latter part of spring and early part of fall, is about the only times that you can use this, in my opinion. The reason for that is flames, and it's fire. So, for my money, this is the way to go. It packs up smaller than a canvas tarp. It's lighter than a canvas tarp. It gives you more square footage than a canvas tarp, an 8x10 anyway. I mean, you could go with a 9x10 or whatever, but for the one I have, this one gives me more footage. Has better options for tie-outs. It even has tie-outs down the ridge line. So it just gives me better options as far as shelter setups. And it's well worth the $200 because I stay out at least 2 to 3 times a month, or I try to. There's a few months that I don't get to go out, but for the most part I try to camp out at least once or twice a month. During hunting season, it's every week I'm out there. Well, I hope that kind of gives you my opinion, and I'll just throw my 2 cents in there on tarps and the benefits of them. For me, the oilcloth tarp is 100 times better than anything I found. It is, as far as weight, it's lighter than a canvas. It's as durable as a canvas. It's smaller than a canvas. A little bit more expensive, but to me it's worth it. The seal line, if you want to go light, then that's the way to go. If you have a way of conveyance, which I do in a boat, but you know, and you're not going to pack it on your back, then I would say long term, for months and years on end, then a canvas tarp is probably your best bet. Okay, so some pros and cons. I know it might have been jumbled here and there, but I hope you get what my opinion is. Hope it was clear enough. But anyway, you guys get out there and try some of these things. Experiment a little bit and see what best suits you in your area. I'm talking about, this is my area in Eastern Woodlands, East Texas. It gets hot, hot, hot in the summer, and it gets a little cool in the winter. Don't get as cool as it does up north, but to us it's cold. So we get some extremes, a little bit of ice, not much snow, but a little bit of ice. And that's my environment. So try some of these items in your environment. If you can't afford the oilcloth tent or the oilcloth tarp, try canvas. If you can pack it in, do the canvas. If you have a way of conveyance, a canoe, a boat, a horse, four-wheeler, then do the canvas. Just try it. See what works for you. If you do, take plenty of Band-Aids and lots of knives. Catch you on the next one.